At number 10, we have Novocain, released on March 14, 2025. It's an action thriller movie with a bunch of comedy. Jackpot as Nate and Amber as Terry playing the lead roles. Nate,
What the fuck is
who is a
that?
regular bank employee, has a busier condition that he can't feel pain. But when the girl of his dreams is kidnapped during a bank heist, he turns his weakness into a superpower. This movie is directed by Dan Burke and Robert Olson. Novocain has already made $28.6 million worldwide with a budget of $18 million. Get ready for wild action, dark humor, and a non-stop thrills with laughters. The movie is still running in theaters. At number 9 this week, Mickey 17, a mind-bending sci-fi black comedy directed by Bong Joon-ho, the genius behind Parasite. This film is based on a novel, Mickey 7. The film also features Steven, Tony Collette, and Mark Ruffalo. Set in the year 2054, the film stars Robert Pattinson as Mickey, a worker in a space colony who is literally disposable. He dies and gets cloned. Again, again, and again. Every death, a new mission. Every clone, a step closer to the truth. This movie was premiered in London on Feb 13, released in the US on March 7. Already grossed $122 million worldwide, above its budget. Critics are calling it smart, dark, and a wild original. At number 8, we have Black Bear, a 235 American spy thriller movie directed by Steven and written by David Cobb. The film stars Kat Blanchett, Michael Fassbender, Marisa Tombrug, and Burson. The story follows a British intelligence officer assigned to investigate a list of potential terrorists, and one of them might be his own wife. Black Bag was released in France on March 12, 2025 by Universal Pictures and hit theaters in the US 2 days later. So far, it has grossed $32.5 million worldwide. At number 7, it's Captain America, Great New World, the fourth film in the Captain America series and a continuation of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Directed by Julius Orm, the movie stars Anthony Mike as Sam Wilson, now stepping into the role of Captain America. He has joined by a powerful cast including Harrison Ford as President Rose, who becomes the Red Hulk. The story follows Wilson as he uncovers a deep conspiracy involving the US government. The film premiered on February 11, 2025 and released across the US on February 14 as a part of Marvel's Phase 5. It has a mixed reviews. It earned $410 million worldwide, making it third highest grossing film of the year. At number 6, it's Princess Mononoke, a legendary 1997 Japanese animated fantasy film written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Upon its release in Japan, it has broken all the records of box office, became a cultural phenomenon, although the English dub saw limited success in the theaters. The film has since become a global classic, earning over $194 million and receiving a wide critical acclaim. At number 5, we have Death of a Unicorn, a 2025 comedy horror film written and directed by Alex Sherman. The movie stars Paul Rudd and Gina as a father-daughter duo who accidentally kill a unicorn and soon find themselves being hunted by its vengeful parents. With a supporting role by Will Poulter, T. Leone, and Richard E. Grant, the film brings a wild mix of humor and horror. It had its world premiere at the South by Southwest Festival on March 8, 2025. Budget $15 million and box office earned $5.8 million. At number 4, we have The Woman in the Yacht, one of my favorite movie because it's a psychological horror movie. This movie has directed by Jim Collette Sierra and written by Sam Steve Fang in his screenwriting debut. The film stars Daniel in a chilling lead role alongside Ukuvi, Peyton Jackson, Estella, and Russell Hornsby. The story unreveals a tense and mysterious atmosphere where a woman faces disturbing events tied to a haunting presence in her yacht. Released in the US on March 28, 2025 by Universal Pictures, the film has sparked conversation among horror fans. It has managed to gross $12 million at the box office with a budget of $12 million. At number 3, it's The Last Supper, a 2025 American drama movie. This movie is based on a novel and explores the history of Jesus Christ, the final days of Jesus Christ. The film brings a powerful retelling, one of the most vivid moments in the history of Jesus Christ. With its dramatic storytelling and strong performances, The Last Supper delves deep into theme of faith, sacrifice, and the human conditions. It has collected $6.4 million from worldwide. At number 2, we have Disney's Snow White, a 2025 live-action musical fantasy film directed by Mark Webb. This reimagining of Walt Disney's classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs star Rachel Zegler as the resilient Princess Snow White. After escaping an assassination attempt by her evil stepmother, the evil queen played by Gal Gadot, Snow White forms an alliance with seven dwarfs and a rogue bandit named as Jonathan, played by Andrew, to reclaim her kingdom. The film was beginning to development in 2016, faced several delays and controversies surrounding its casting choices and changes to the original story. Snow White premiered on March 12, 2025 in Spain before hitting US theaters. With a production budget of $270 million, the film has grossed $147 million worldwide. Finally, at number 1, we have A Working Man, a 2025 American action thriller film directed by David Ayer, who co-wrote the script with Sylvester Stallone, based on Chuck Dixon's 2014 novel Levon Street. The film stars Jason Statham as Levon Cade, a former Royal Marine commando turned a construction team leader. When the teenage daughter of the Garcia family, Jenny, is kidnapped by Russian traffickers, Levon takes matter into his own hands to rescue her. Released on March 28, 2025 by Amazon, MGM Studio, and Warner Bros. A Working Man delivered edge of your seats thrills as Levon fights to bring Jenny home while confronting a deadly and personal enemy. The budget of the film is $40 million, and in his first week, it has collected $40 million.